Even as we hit home stretch on the show, we still have a guest with us to talk about entertainment industry in Nigeria. And we have Promise Chinedu Okereke, also known as DJ Promzy, here to talk about the disc jockey industry in Nigeria. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you here.
Same here.
Yeah. How are you doing today, firstly?
Awesome.
Okay. So let's get to it. How did, disc jockeying start for you? How did you get into it?
I'll say it's by chance. I never really planned it, and I'm happy I got to be in the industry. Now, it happened on a fateful day. I was just, how do I put it?
Anyhow.
Okay. I met someone who at that time I never knew,
Okay.
but he was also in the industry, but not as a DJ. He was a stand-up comedian.
Okay.
So he saw the passion that I had for music, and he basically just advised me that if I really wanted to take it a
Step
notch further, I could contact him. And
Okay.
I thought about it. I had schooling and I had business also. I was quite young, but I decided to call him, and he gave me an invite.
Okay.
So I went to one of his shows, and he introduced me to someone I call boss. He's my boss, So right from that moment, that night, after the whole show, after the event, my boss asked me, that's Quality DJ Transplant. He asked me if I truly and if I'm ready for this job. I told him yes, I was. But I have not really made up my mind.
Okay. You're still skeptical.
So I was. He gave me encouragement and told me if I truly am ready, that I would know if I followed him that particular night.
Okay.
So I made a phone call home and told him I won't be coming back this night. And I followed him to the club.
Okay.
That experience changed everything for me. So that was then. It was then I made that decision that, okay, I think I want to become a DJ.
Okay.
So how has it been so far for something you stumbled on by chance? Has it been what's the risk you took by following someone you really didn't know to a club that night? So how has it been?
I would say it's been good, and I'm happy I took that decision. But it wasn't really easy.
Okay.
I'll be truthful. It wasn't easy because I had to shuffle learning and schooling. And it wasn't really easy, but at the end, it was worth it.
Okay, talking about learning, learning the craft of disc jockeying, how long did it take you and what was the cost? Did you pay money? How long did it take for you to learn?
Okay, personally, it took me about 4 years.
Oh, that long?
Yeah.
To become a professional DJ?
It's quite easy now. It's better now.
Why? Because of the softwares involved?
Softwares and advancement in technology.
Okay.
People even teach themselves these days.
Okay.
But back then.
No.
Back then, it wasn't easy.
4 years.
That's like a course.
A university degree.
You have to wait till your boss has a job, then you go with him. So
and you watch him do his thing.
Exactly. And apart from that, then they don't just teach you. You stand and you learn.
You watch. Okay.
Understand. So basically 4 years.
Okay. Let's look at the industry now. The Nigerian music industry. DJs do a whole lot, especially in terms of the artist's performance on stage. They are backing up with songs while playing and all of that. How do you think DJs are treated in the industry? That we've had several claims in time past that DJs are not respected, they're not paid well, and what have you. So, what do you think about the treatment that DJs get in the industry? Is it better than before, and how do you think it can be improved?
It's quite better than before, but it's still poor.
Okay.
We are not being treated right. They don't value us that much.
Okay.
Though right now we are getting the respect, but we still don't have that respect, because I don't understand why you, for an example now, you pay like 2 million or 1.5 million for a hall for your wedding, and you'll be pricing a DJ for 50,000 naira. It makes no sense.
Okay.
And even, I can say, those are normal people. They don't really know about the job. But then it's appalling when
music promoters, artists, and managers, when they talk to you rudely, they expect you to play their songs for free. Even when you play it for free out of love, they still don't appreciate it. It can be improved on. Though right now they're trying now, but it can really be improved on. Only a few DJs get that recognition.
So. Now they're talking about the remuneration that comes from it. A lot of DJs now do DJ mix and burn it. Before then, when CDs used to be invoked, burn into a CD or do the DJ mix and probably put it out on some media, some music streaming site. Is that part of what you do, or is still in the picture? Is still in the pipeline for you?
I do it. I have my mix on several streaming platforms, but for now, no
remuneration.
Money doesn't come out from that for now for me. But it's in the pipeline, just like you said. I'm working on it to to start gaining more money from that aspect. But then again, I can attest to the fact that there's truly money in the industry, but that is when you know your craft and if you know the business aspect to it. There's a difference between
knowing your craft,
knowing how to be a DJ, how to play, and knowing the business in it. So that is what I'm really into right now.
Quickly before we just what is the average? I'm not saying you should tell us the amount you make, but what's the average remuneration from people who do this jockey? Probably does it differ if you're playing in a club or you're playing in a wedding or a burial? Are the prices different? And what's like the average price one can charge for probably a wedding or a session in the club?
That's a tough one. You're trying to put me on the spot.
Oh, I'm not trying, but you're trying if you don't want to be on the spot.
Club DJs have their price, and each event comes with a cost.
Oh, okay.
For example, the amount of money I'll charge you for a wedding of 500 capacity guests is different from a wedding for like 250.
So you just want sound now, so
it's not.
No, it's not on sound. Different speakers.
The sound reinforcement that will work for about 100 people will be different for 200. So the higher the space and the guest, the higher.
Okay, just before you play in about 30 seconds, it's a trend that has been on for about 4 or 5 years. You have DJs release albums, feature lots of artists and all that. Are we looking at that in the pipeline?
An EP is coming over soon.
An EP is coming over soon. Oh, great. You want to disclose 1 or 2 features?
No, not now.
Okay, great.
What's in the pipeline?
Let's see you do your thing then.
All right.
You just usher us even as we dance out.
Okay.
Okay. Life is not that sweet.
It's all about the energy, the mentality.
Nobody goes on sign. You know everything I do is always just on sign. You're online. Shake it, shake it, shake it, back. Shake it, shake it. Shake shake. Electricity, infinity. Yeah, life is not that sweet. Monaco Kala, Kala go, yeah. Okay, you don't try.
We supposed to be die.
You don't come, messing matter, messing over, yeah. And I run softly on the sofa. So far, so good. Let me see. Let me see. Go, let me see you, the Buga. No. Take it down, a bit.
Take it down.
It's on that Buga note we have to say thank you so much for spending your Mondays to Fridays with us, talking about Monday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. every day from Monday to Friday. Thank you so much. It's iBrand Daybreak, and we are saying do have an amazing weekend. We would leave on that Buga note to usher you into an entertaining weekend, and when we come on Monday, we'll delve into other matters. Do have a great weekend. I'm Samson Oloide.
And I am Margaret Opera. Enjoy a bugacious weekend. DJ, give me the last there.
Yeah. That's right. Hey.